All right, what is good, boys? I am basically going to be breaking down exactly how I made $32,534 in the span of a week. So if we look here, it is a March 31st to April 8th. It's actually supposed to be April 1st to April 8th, but because I live in Japan, the times are a little different. Yeah, you can see it all right here. We will refresh the page so you can see um, bang, $32,000 in the span of a week. Um, there's a lot to go over here. We did it mainly with AI, which is the crazy part. If you're not getting into AI right now, you're not working to the best of your ability. Our average order value was 145 US dollars. Kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, let's get into this. So basically, if you've never made money online, this is going to be a very in-depth video, which is going to be great, but it's a lot of information to take in. So watch in chunks, watch like breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you need to do to retain this information. Bro, this is free game and I should be charging money for this, okay? So first, we're going to start with what we did. So what we did is we created, and when I say we, I mean me and my business partner Haxsall. If you go on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, you type HAXSALL, that's the boy. So what we did is we decided, hey, we are going to start a clothing brand. Now, we both have YouTube backgrounds, which I think helps a lot with something like this. And basically, when it comes to anything in life, I think it can all relate back to YouTube. So in YouTube, when you want to create a channel, you need to choose a niche, right? So for example, right here, this David Dobrik video right here on the bottom right, this is the vlogging niche. On the top right, this Braden Live, Stable Ronaldo. This is the live streaming niche, right? So for this example, clothing will be the YouTube in this scenario. So clothing is the main thing, but we needed a niche for clothing. So we went with something we were both very comfortable and familiar with, which is fiction. So anime, cartoon, movies, whatever we want to do. And for the first drop, we chose Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's very heavily inspired. It's very heavily inspired. If anyone of legal power is watching this, it is all heavily inspired. Nothing is taken, all that stuff. So yeah, as we can see right here, we have the designs. Now that we have our niche, we needed to actually come up with these designs, right? So here are the early designs that we made. Not the worst, right? And there's even some scrapped ideas we had, like this lighter blue, this white version of our Aang set, the Chosen One set, stuff like this. Here's the models wearing everything. And so yeah, that is what we need to do. So to come up with these designs, the best part about doing something in like the anime type niche is there's a million inspiration images, right? So if we just look up Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's all these inspiration images. So I won't show you guys exactly how we did this part because I want to stay ahead if other people try to do this, but it's fairly simple. What you do is you literally find your image. So say this, and we take this image, we throw it into ChatGPT, and we tell ChatGPT, hey, we want this to be wearable in a clothing style, etc., etc. You can upload example images. Like you could technically take this picture of our red hoodie and say, hey, this is inspired by this character. I want to recreate something like that. Click enter, and then in your next prompt, you upload whatever character you want to do with a hoodie, etc., etc. It's not rocket science. It is not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It is very easy to do. If you cannot figure it out, you need to lock in on your brain, okay? So once we had our designs, we came up with the models, which again, we used AI. And when you think AI, a lot of people think, oh, purely ChatGPT. No, ChatGPT is what we use for our prompts only. So in order to actually create the images, we used Higgsfield AI. Okay, Higgsfield is a great platform. You can use Nano Banana Pro. You can create videos, all of these things. Okay, so what we would do is we would take our image, put it into ChatGPT, and if we wanted something like this, then we would say, hey, ChatGPT, I want to recreate something like this image right here, but using the following items, and then we would upload our hoodie and our sweats, and then we would get this entire prompt right here fully generated for us in 1 minute. and then we paste it in a Higgs field, and we get the new image, okay? Not rocket science, not rocket science, not rocket science, people. Now, now that we had the clothes made, there's a lot of mental work that goes into this, right? It was super easy to do this all, but it was mentally taxing, okay? Um, as far as advertising goes, we were going to do elemental things like this, but we realized let's back it down a little bit. We want this to be somewhat realistic, somewhat believable, because let's be honest, these pictures do look very real. Overall, majority of our pictures look real, but they need to be believable, right? We even had these little belt buckle things and all that sorts of stuff. So we needed to what we needed to do is have a marketing plan, okay? Because this whole thing was all marketing. It was all organic ads, which is a whole nother realm of tasks to do, okay? But basically, how'd you make the videos, okay? The way we made the videos, we again went to Higgsfield, we went to video, and we did the same thing. We uploaded the image we wanted to make into a video to ChatGPT and said, hey, give me a Kling prompt. Kling is a video generation AI thing. Video generation model, okay? And again, we just spammed this. So we had all these clips to work from, okay? Not rocket science, people. Now, when it came to making the actual videos, again, we have YouTube backgrounds, and YouTube is a complete game of copy and paste, okay? So that's what we did. We found other brands in this type of niche that we chose that were already doing successful, and we basically copied their posts, okay? Their audios, their text formats, everything just with our own product, okay? That is very important. And the reason this works is because to the algorithm, one, use trending audios, of course something will go trending, okay? Visually, as I say here, any and all text on videos needs to be done in TikTok editor. Meaning, if you know how to edit, cool. You can put the videos together on your PC, but the text itself has to be that TikTok font that everyone knows. Billions upon billions of people know the TikTok font. So just by changing the font, you're already screwing yourself over. Just do what works. Do not change anything else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Okay? Now, when you are uploading, there are ways to trick the algorithm like we did. I have a very big TikTok background, so I knew what to do to the TikTok account in order to get it ready, primed, warmed up to have our post going. I posted the first 4 videos, they flopped. I realized why, and I'm not going to say exactly why, but we fixed it, and boom, we started getting thousands and thousands and thousands, 100,000 views per video, which helped a lot, okay? So now, since we were getting the views, we had proof of concept. So we knew that our idea was good, that people wanted to buy. So we set up the sign up list on the website. Now, for anyone who's going to try this, you need to do this right here, okay? Before you have your site launched, preferably before your site is launched, or like before you start advertising, you need to set up your entire site. You need to take your password off. You need to put all your products up, and you need to go get your OmniSend number verified. Do not fuck up like we did. That was a very bad mistake that we did in the end. You guys should verify your number first thing first, okay? Now, now that we had the marketing phase down and we were getting the audios, we were posting once a week for 4 weeks. We advertised for 4 months. Now, this is the best part about doing a pre-order drop, is because it's a pre-order and it's our first drop, we can advertise for as long as we want. As long as we want, okay? So we advertised for a month straight. We got around 1,300 people signed up to our website. And then when we dropped, we posted 4 times a day for the entire period of our pre-order. Now, posting multiple times a day on TikTok is very risky, but in my opinion, the reason it worked was because we posted so frequently before that we didn't get punished by the algorithm. Now, when you are posting, you need to pay attention to what's working, right? If something goes viral, did it go viral because of the format, because of the sound, because of both? Was it a slideshow? Was it a video? For us, slideshows went viral primarily. A few videos popped off, but nowhere near to the heights that slideshows did, okay? So you need to pay attention to things like that. Now, you also need to engage with your audience, okay? Keep building up. You need to be transparent, in my opinion, okay? You want to have the best shipping prices possible. So for us, we are fulfilling from America and from the UK. So that means we have cheap shipping in America, and that means we have cheap shipping in the United K and Europe, okay? It was like $10 for all the Europeans and $10 for all the Americans. Things like that get you more sales, okay? Obviously, this is my first brand, but it's not rocket science. If shipping is cheaper when they are on that checkout page, then oh my gosh, they're more incentivized to check out because they're not paying $50 for your shipping fees. Okay, if it's lower, then yes, they're gonna pay that. Now, you also need to have your site like fully figured out. Okay, so right here, when you are dropping, you need to have your site fully set up. You need to have your size charts up here. You need to have your FAQ fully figured out. Okay, internationally, when will orders arrive? 6 to 8 weeks. Things to prevent you from getting chargebacks. Now, I will admit, when we were posting, um, and the drop was live, we had something amazing happen to us. The voice actor of one of our characters actually reposted the close. So obviously that shot us up in trajectory a lot. But that doesn't mean you can take anything away from what me and Haxsall did. We put in all the work and got those views in order for us to be seen by the voice actor. So yes, that helped, but that doesn't diminish our hard work. It does not diminish the hard work. Okay. Now, when it came to sourcing the clothes, use Alibaba. Okay. Do not go to a freaking Indian, Pakistani dude or anything like that. Okay. Go to China, get your clothes made, spend the money. If you don't have the money to spend, give up. It's that simple. Scared money don't make money. Okay. If you want to do this, you need to spend money. Okay. I'll be completely honest. We put almost $1,000 into the business before anything happened. It was a somewhat huge risk, but I was confident, so was he, that this would at least break even, let alone profit. Now, we did profit a lot from this, a lot more than we were expecting, and it should have been more, but again, we had mistakes on drop day. That's our fault. I think that's all of the game you guys need. Post good videos, okay, good videos, literally copy people. Don't try to get unique. Don't do it. Okay. We it's all a mental game. Okay. So for example, right here, this wooden floor background, a billion people who also run clothing brands have a wooden floor background. And because of that, we also did the wooden floor background. Same thing with the cement floor background, right? If there's proof of concept already, take that proof of concept and apply it to your own brand. Now, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Instagram at Rohu. I will not answer stupid questions. I genuinely cannot stand stupid questions. If you are actually confused on something, please reach out. I'm, of course, willing to help. This is entirely free. In under 15 minutes, you literally got a breakdown of how I made $32,000. Not a lot of people are going to put that information out there for free. You need to take advantage of this. AI is the future. Online money is very easy to make. Very, very easy to make. You just have to be willing to put the work and time in and not see anything for a while. If you can't do that, this isn't for you. But if you can do it, good for you. Buy your mom a house, buy your parents cars, do what you got to do, bro. All super possible. I think that's everything I need to cover. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed.